Some say space is the final frontier. Others think it's in a galaxy far, far away. We are here to tell you the story about the true final frontier, where space becomes mysterious and time becomes unreliable. When you look at the sky, what do you see? Some sigh, stars. Others praise the heavens. Others go, for some reason or another. And from very specific vantage points, some go, ooh, look, I can see Orion. As a family hunkers down on their camping weekend trip and gaze up from their sleeping bags, there they see the mighty warrior. And of course, he wears his iconic belt. What most people don't see lies beyond. Behind Orion's belt, past stars and comets, beyond the bounds of our galaxy and the crystalline edge of our universe. Even further, past astral sea and adventures, you'll find an asteroid field on the backdrop of nothing. Here is where the universe began, and where our tale shall too. Here on Orion's Junk. We zoom in on one patch of this space debris, boulders and bits, refuge and granite, as the junkyard of an asteroid belt. Now, that last sentence didn't make any sense. On the junkyard of an asteroid belt. There, we see bits of ships, bits of rubble. This is literally the dumping grounds for the immediate area, sector, planets nearby, and by what comes off of the absolutely massive black hole. But there's no time to talk about that, because down on the ground we see a rock and a hippo, just maybe. Down on there, the action is fierce. On top of the deck of a ship half buried in the ground, we see
a giant GIF, which, for those that don't know what a GIF is, it's sort of a humanoid hippo person. This is Dale, and currently he's having a bit of a tussle with this creature being named...
Wow! You're hard loser, Jeff. Wow!
Oh, stop eating my shit. Get
in my mouth. You're hurting me.
Nope. Get on my ship. I'm building a ship. I'm trying to get out of here.
I'm trying to eat a ship.
You're not eating my ship.
I really eat a ship?
You bit me. You ain't trying to eat my ship. You're trying to eat me.
I'm trying to bite you again. And he goes for an attack.
Oh, well, I'll shoot him. I take my gun and I shoot him in the face.
aiming up at the
Natural
massive...
See, you wasted
Oh, this is gonna go great. So aiming up your natural one at this massive behemoth of a boulder as it blinks, whatever the equivalent of something with one eye is, as an eyemonger opens its disgusting maw, aiming towards you. Don't worry, he rolled a 7 as well, so this is gonna be the most anticlimactic opening of the podcast ever.
We're just struggling back and forth.
What's your AC?
My AC currently is 16.
I'm coming in for a bite.
No, you're not. Get down. Caddy, get over here and do your job, Caddy. And we see his little homemade automaton, which, if I could describe it the best way, it kind of looks like Rod is on a platform. Underneath the platform it rolls around on a ball. So it kind of looks like, you know, those tethering ball poles? Kind of looks like a tethering ball pole that's just kind of zooming around. And so Caddy comes along and
how's that?
Oh, he's my best friend right here. Caddy, show me what you can do. And we see the slim part of him opens up a little hatch, and we see a butcher's knife come out, and he just starts hacking away at this thing.
Amazing.
And Caddy's gonna roll. That's a 2.
Oh my god.
Okay, so just to paint this whole scene, this whole opening scene to our space podcast. Reckless charge at each other, abandoned, gun-wielding GIF against eyemonger, maw at the ready, freaking whiffs his bite. You shoot somewhere. It's not in his direction. And then Caddy comes swinging in, just from and just... What does Caddy hit? Does Caddy hit anything?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's just smacking the edge of this thing. It's made of rock, yeah?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, butcher knife and a rock doesn't quite make sense. So just ching.
Oh, that tickles.
Shut up.
And as the laughing rings out over the rocks, on the other side of the rocks, because space is omnidirectional, on the other side of the rocks, we see a mysterious glow glistening in the pitch black horizon.
Yeah, that's me. Just first, I just want to say, Tyler, this is what happens, man. This is what happens when you waste all of your nat 20s before we start. Hi, listeners at home. I know that I was supposed to do a really smooth transition, but I just want to say that Tyler here, my best friend, decided to roll 8 nat 20s before we started.
My dice.
One of them on Sam's dice. And now we started and we got a 1 and a 2. So here we go, everybody.
This feels like a very visceral thing that all people who are as engaged with D&D as we are going to relate to.
For sure. You're rolling like fire and then you start and it's gone. So Hi, everybody. Here's what's going on. Sensing that there's some sort of cosmic, weird, bad luck going on somewhere close by him in the universe. He's like, there's something not quite right here. We see Alabaster, who is or was an astral elf. He's got the typical elven, like, beautiful, sleek figure, very, very handsome face, but his skin is almost like gray like ash, and everywhere that you would expect to see like veins popping under, that is replaced with like streaks of light, almost like there's fire coming underneath his gray flesh. His eyes are all black except for the pupil, which looks like a ball of molten lead, and he has an old charred remains of an astral elf uniform, it seems. He's not quite certain what it used to be, but the most striking 2 features about him are his wings that sprout from his back and how he flies through astral space. He's got wings that almost look like feathers, except that they're made purely of flame. And then flying right next to him, also with flaming wings, he has his familiar, a little phoenix fledgling that flies next to him. And he turns to the little phoenix and says, well, Ember, it seems that there's some cosmically bad luck going on somewhere nearby. It seems that someone might need our help saving the day, doesn't it? Well, perfect. Let's, you want to lead the way or should I? Sam, you said I could enter this flying, so I want to say, I should put how many spell slots I have missing, because I have my wings out. So I have Radiant Soul going. I'm probably then surrounded by fire, so I have my, what's my Phoenix Soul? My Mantle of Flame going. That probably means, because I'm flying through astral space, I'll have to spend a spell slot for air bubble.
Hot damn.
Whenever I fly through astral space, I have to have an air bubble, which also gives me enough air for my wings.
I feel like half this podcast started before the episode began.
Yeah, sorry.
You just cast all your spells, Tyler pops all his stuff.
Listen, if I'm flying through space, I have to have summoned my wings in my air bubble. I gotta do it. Oh, air bubble is a 2nd level spell too. Woo. And screw it, I'll also have mage armor, just cause.
This man is prepared. He rises over the crest of this donut-like asteroid belt circling the black hole, like a reverse sunrise of some kind, where you're just coming over the crest. It's quite beautiful. If the people and Imonger on the deck weren't a little preoccupied, you come over, and from your vantage point, you see a sort of half just conch sideways ship, a little bit buried into the ground, and you see what looks like a stone rock just going on the surface of the ship.
Oh my, excuse me, sir. Are you all right on there? Do you need help?
Yeah, I kind of do, if you don't mind.
Do you need saving?
No, you shut your mouth.
Are you two friends?
You shut your big damn rock mouth. You help me, please help me if you can.
Of course, glad to do it. Don't worry, it's in the name. And
What?
I think. I'll also probably, while I'm flying around, pull out. I have like a. What does it look like, Sam? It's like a platinum disc.
Gold. Your golden disc, engraved with ornate patterns along the edges. Okay. Almost looking like I was about to say CD For the kids at home, pop quiz. What's older than a CD?
A record.
That's right. Yep. About the size of a record. Golden. Bit stronger than a record. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I pulled that out, look at it, and go, yeah, that must be this place. All right. And then, all right, day saving. Here we go. I will cast Phoenix Fire. It's really fairy fire, but here we are, folks. Phoenix Fire on the Eyemonger.
Wow!
And he lights as if he was near a roaring campfire.
Every part of my body just wants to be, and he puts on his sunglasses, and he's fun. Lights.
Great, I'll do that. And then as a bonus action, I'll fly. I don't want to get too close. I probably want to stay like 120 feet away from this guy.
120 feet?
Yeah.
Kind of straight up in the air?
Yeah.
Great. You're up there, nice and well, nice and protected. And as the eyemonger is just doing a little bit of licking, trying to get the
Phoenix Fire.
as the eyemonger is trying to get the Phoenix Fire off of him, you're the first person to just see and maybe hear something. A comet? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it Superman? Better.
Oh my god.
We introduce our plasmoid. Language is slowly developing. You'll come to learn. Often a blob or in a semi-humanoid shape. Imagine like a gingerbread man that kind of seeped in the oven into some vaguely recognizable arms and legs. This plasmoid form.
Anything else Miss Plasmoid Form would wish to declare as you come sailing in?
Nope.
Cool. And just as your entire form now is making it's I guess its own form of a sunglass, but not a helpful kind, straight across the eyemonger's face.
Yeah.
Get in my eye. Wink, blink, wink, blink,
What
blink,
the
wink.
hell?
And one consider that an unarmed strike.
Yes, I think. Does it count as an unarmed strike if you don't have any arms?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Roll to hit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sam. I just saw I have to be 60 feet away.
Copy that.
Ooh, +7. That's a lot.
You have advantage, by the way.
Oh, well, I don't.
Because of Phoenix Fire.
I don't even feel like I need it.
I mean,
24.
It could be a crit. You don't know.
All right, we'll try another one. 24.
24 as 24 straight to the eyeball as Alabaster sits 60 feet up in the air.
60 feet, yeah.
60 feet up in the air, just my eye. I was about to say my cuticles. Eyes don't have cuticles, right?
No, those are your fingernails.
All right. So that's a 1d6 + 4 for me, and I just rolled a 6.
Hey, max damage.
What is on? How? Blink. The flailing continues as the eyemonger spin. What does flailing look like for something without arms? As it spins and headbutts without a neck, trying to get the thing off of its face.
Like a bucking bronco.
Minus all the bronco.
Wow.
I think I see the space blob land on the what's it called? The eyemonger, and turn to Dell and say, "Right, is she with you?"
I never seen this thing in my life. I thought she was with you.
Or he, I guess.
It.
They?
It's not with me.
Yeah, clearly, we can tell that.
We
man.
assumed.
One of you guys do me a favor and get it off my face?
Yeah, as soon as your face doesn't exist anymore, mate.
What?
Takes that moment to go, yeehaw!
And with that, combat begins. Dell.
All right, so I tried to shoot this thing. It did not work, and I'm just looking around at the new arrivals thinking, okay, this is a little bit more company than I'm used to, but what the hell? I'm going to shoot it again with my gun.
With advantage.
With advantage. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's 2 19s in a row. Yeah, so that's going to
We're
be
back, baby!
Oh, shit.
27 to hit.
Oh my gosh, it was his lucky day. His AC was 22 this morning.
Oh my goodness. Well, guess
It's
what?
not 22.
Oh,
I don't know why I said that.
baby, that's going to be 8 points of piercing damage. And you know why not? let's do an astral spark and throw an additional 3 points of force damage onto that. So 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 3 is 11 points of damage.
Dope. Paint us a picture.
All right. The thing is currently trying to chomp down, and we see this gelatinous thing. It's a jelly figure of sorts. Just scramble around its eyeball. I take the opportunity, and while it's racking around and shaking its head, I assume, is it a head or is the head its entire body?
May I'm gonna be asking these questions the whole damn game.
Its head is the body is the head.
Yeah.
Okay, it's shaking around, and I just take a second, I aim real close like, and as it passes, I try to shoot it into its jaw while its mouth is open.
Get this thing off of
Mate, what is this thing? Is this its head or is this the whole body?
I think it's the body or the head. If it's just the head, I don't want to see the rest of the body.
Should we be expecting more coming, or...?
All the more reason we need to move fast.
My turn. As it's gonna go for a disadvantage bite attack on Dell, being the only thing within his general bitage distance.
Wait, Sam, why do you have disadvantage?
Because I have a blob on my face. And 11.
11 points of damage. Fantastic.
No, that was to hit.
Oh, that was the hit? Oh, well then never mind. That totally misses.
Unsurprising as how do you dodge?
Oh, dodging? I assume that because it's blinded, it tries to lash out at me after I shoot, and I just kind of step to the side, just,
Freaking cowboy style.
you can't see me. Oh, you can't see me. Oh, you can't see me.
I can hear you.
Yeah? Well, hear this. I almost forgot to say, I forgot I had a bonus action, and I was going to tell Caddy to make an attack. Is it too late to do that right now, Mr. DM? Go for it. Caddy, make an attack while it's distracted. Okay. That is a total of 17 to hit.
Attackers win ties. And D5.
So it hits?
Yep.
Fantastic. That's going to be, so he's going to take that butcher knife, but he's going to bring it down a little bit harder than before. For a good amount of damage. That is 8 plus 3. That is 11 points of force damage.
Was that?
Oh, that's Caddy. Absolutely.
Caddy, great.
Caddy does not speak. Caddy just, it communicates in frequency of vibrations.
Ooh, everybody's friend. All right.
Gesundheit.
Too much?
No, that's great. Oh, that's wow. I'm using that for later.
Welcome to,
Speaking of later, Alabaster from 60 feet above.
Oh my, what is that you have rolling around there, friend?
this is Caddy. He's everybody's friend.
It's not my friend.
He's gonna be your friend by the end of this.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
Is everybody friend? Yep.
It's a stressful situation.
I know.
You don't want to be friends with his familiar. Maybe you'll like mine a little bit more. And I'm gonna have Ember fly in and shoot a. Let's see. So they are 30 feet close to the 30 feet away from the eyemonger.
Copy that.
And we'll shoot him with a little bit of. It says a flame seed, so I think it's just gonna be like spitting a little mote of fire at him. Let's see. That's a 17 with advantage. Okay.
As it comes closing the distance, halfway between you and the eyemonger, Ember takes the shot, makes the shot.
Very good. So it's going to do.
Unlike our guy with the gun.
My proficiency is +3, so it's going to do a d6 +3. That's a 1, so it does 4 fire damage.
A light singeing. Ow.
And then from my big ol' flaming wings, I shoot out 3 of my flame feathers that all make their way like heat-seeking missiles and try and hit this guy.
Hot
so
damn.
first one, let's see, this is my scorching ray attack. These all have +6. First one does a 23 hit.
23 sort of hits.
Amazing. Does
lot.
another 23 to hit.
Hits a lot.
And the last one
almost just the same as the last one.
is also a 23
They're
to
all
hit.
incredibly similar.
They're all, listen, all of these are sniper focus, okay? My feathers are heat-seeking missiles, again. So, 2d6 fire for the first one. That's 4, but because I'm a Phoenix Sorcerer, whenever I have my Mantle of Flame going, whenever you roll fire damage on your turn, the roll gains a bonus equal to your Charisma modifier, which is +5.
God dang.
I have a maxed out Charisma. 8, 10, 11, so 29 fire damage total to this guy.
It hurts so much more worse than the bird.
Hey, how dare you? You take that back.
No.
Ember is incredible, all right?
Oh, what?
Yes, this is my bird, Ember, and you take it back. I'm gonna fly 30 feet away.
You take that back. Bye. Great.
Defending your bird in combat.
Further information? I don't know what the fuck a bird looks like.
It's right, she's right there, mate.
And speaking of which, the space blob on the eyemonger's eye.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Of course, it's blinded, of course.
Your oozy body covering a decent portion of the front of this thing, your overall mass being able to put a nice coat over the front of the eyemonger. You're actually also able to start feeling and telling. It's one thing when you first land on a surface, it's another second later before you sort of realize your surroundings. And what you realize is this eyemonger has got some battle damage. And based on the aiming of this hippo, you don't think it came from him.
The space blob has been riding this eyemonger like a bucking bronco.
Minus the bronco.
Minus the bronco. You know, watching everyone else fight it. So yeah, let's keep fighting this thing. This guy seems like a jerk. So we're gonna try to do an unarmed strike in which I get 2 of those to start. All right. So for the first unarmed strike, Space Blob is gonna kind of pull back a little bit to wind up a blobby arm and hit. Does 22 hit?
22 hits?
Hell yeah.
Does a math?
The podcast.
Does a 23 hit?
23 hits.
That's what we should have called ourselves. Wait,
Math.
Matt.
The
Wait,
podcast.
Math.
Oh my god, you guys have no idea how much my brother
Wait.
would like that.
Math.
We can go back and change it.
This is true.
Wait,
Who needs
Matt?
Spacically? Spacically, meh.
Well, the adventure could be called Space, but
Spacically.
then the actual podcast could be called Wait Math.
That's
Yo,
true.
Spacically math?
Basically math.
Space Blob is also gonna go ham.
Not turkey?
No, not turkey, and
Okay.
add a flurry of blows, which gives me 2 more unarmed strikes.
Wait,
Have you done 2 on?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had 2 strikes, and I think she gets 2 more as a bonus action.
Third one.
Oh wait, you know you've had all these with advantage, right?
Yes.
she rolled 2 of those.
Does the third one 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Ooh, and a 26. Does that hit?
Yes.
5,
Ow.
8,
Ow.
9,
Ow.
6.
Oh.
Just 4 unarmed strikes.
4 casual blows.
Just like aggressive blob blows to the eyeball.
Good lord.
Aggressive blob blows. Brought to you by Walmart.
How much damage was that?
A lot? Yeah, what's the total?
Wow, I hoped someone wrote it down.
I think Alabaster's just watching, like, you're still in blob form?
Of course I am.
So
But I kinda
were
pulled
we
back
just
a little.
watching, like, pseudopods coming out of this blob
Yeah, dude.
attacking? Crazy.
Just like arm
What a
blobs.
terrifying sight.
Yeah, I think I turn to you and say, if that thing isn't with you, I don't know if I want to know where it came from.
Screw this! As it like sort of plonks down on the ground just a little bit to kind of get its bearings. The eyemonger feels where the ship is, spins around on its now gravelly butt, and is starting to take off into the sky.
I think I'm gonna take a. Wait, is it my turn yet?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, wait, it's starting to fly away.
It's in process of taking off.
Okay,
A
yeah.
So you
direction.
get an attack of opportunity.
I mean, it hasn't left yet, has it? It hasn't left. It's about to leave. It hasn't taken a turn yet, is what I'm asking.
It's using its turn to try and GTFO.
Can Space Blob just
Okay.
kind of let go?
Yeah.
How far off the ground is this eyemonger?
Give me a dexterity check.
14.
14. Okay, then you're able to like you realize what's going on and are just like yeet and is going to drop out of here, dropping off the eyemonger fairly quick, so that way you don't get too far off the ground, not too much of a fall, nothing that you would take damage from. But as you're going down, the attack of opportunity engages.
I don't know the rules specifically about it. Can I use my gun, or do I need to have it be a melee attack?
I think it does have to be a melee.
Melee? Fantastic. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just see it going away, and I'm just like, oh no you don't, and I'm just gonna punch it. I still get advantage, right?
Yeah, from Fairy Fire.
All right, I'm gonna punch this
Fire
thing.
Fire?
Phoenix Fire.
Phoenix
Did you
Fire.
say Fire?
Yeah.
Fire.
My favorite Jim Carrey movie.
Fire. All right, my friends, that's 2 14s, so that's gonna be a 20 to hit.
That hits.
All right, that's gonna be
Give it a knuckle to the butt.
7 points of damage.
All right. 7 points of damage.
Watch out for that knuckle in his butt. I'm hungry.
Almost giving it a little bit of a launching pad. This eyemonger is just. I can see. Screw you guys! And it's just going to continue using its movement action to get away. It is now about 80 feet from you.
Fantastic.
Having patted down and launching into the air, it's trying to go back in the way it came, which is a different way away from Alabaster and Ember up in the air. And it remains completely within your line of sight.
You said it was 80 feet away?
Yep.
Well, guess what? My pistol has 90 feet, and I have the sharpshooter feet, so it is well within range. I'm gonna use my attack to shoot it out of the sky. And I still have advantage?
With all that, fire, Phoenix Fire.
Baby. Ooh, that's definitely going to hit with at least a 23.
23 gets it.
Oh, I did say sharpshooter, so that's a -5, so that's 23. That's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. That's going to be +10 to whatever I just rolled here. 8 + 5 + 10. That's going to be 18 + 5 is 23 points of damage.
That is it! That is it as the crack of this bullet
Plus 3
rings.
points of force damage, just cause.
Just cause fuck you.
Just cause what the hell.
All right, as the crack of this bullet meets the back of this eyemonger, it just...
Stay off my ship.
Boosh, as it hits the ground dramatically. Perfect camera angle from behind you to see both. As a moment of calm, as the dust settles, and we just hear a little whimper as the eyemonger closes its eye. I'm sorry, brother.
What?
I'm sorry.
Wait, did you say brother?
I turn to you, Del, and I say, I'm sorry, this piece of rock is your brother?
What? No, that ain't my brother.
I'm sorry, gelatinous thing. Are you related to this hunk of rock?
No.
I think I fly to it, and I grab its corpse.
Rock?
Yeah, I grab the rock.
Rock corpse?
It has an eye and a mouth, which I'm assuming mean it has to have organs, right? Unless it's...
Oh, definitely.
Okay. So then I grab its corpse. I think I look and see it. You said it has battle scarring? Battle damage?
Yeah, taking a look over the back of its body, it definitely has some wear and tear on it. This is an eyemonger that's been places. It's got weapons fire damage on its back. It's got gashes in its stone. It's got a scar over its lip.
Yeah, hopes and dreams, this guy.
He did. I will leave it up to y'all to imagine what that is. But indeed, that eye is now closed forever.
Why was this thing attacking you, friend?
Oh, who knows? Do I know anything about eyemongers? Generally speaking?
Yeah. Well, give me a... What would that be? Knowledge...
I think
it's just nature, technically. I don't know if there's anything better for an eyemonger.
Sure, nature. I can do nature very well. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's going to be 16.
Great. And on this segment of Who's That Dungeon Monster, you do know that the Eyemongers are a ferocious species, well-armored and always hungry, traveling the astral space, oftentimes taking weary travelers into its gullet, where anything of magic is completely nullified inside. More or less, these are the carnivorous, sneaky attack dogs of the astral space, looking completely like a meteor unless they open their eye or mouth. You can give it away.
So what was going on here is I'm trying to get my ship ready, and what was happening is this thing snuck up on me and tried to swallow me whole. I'm just defending myself and what is mine.
Oh, where was this? I don't see a ship nearby.
You're standing on the ship, and as you look around, you see just splintered wood, ripped sails, and what looks like a lot of different pieces of other ships just kind of stitched together in this small, but it doesn't look functional at all.
Oh, of course. It's beautiful. This is amazing. You made this?
You don't.
Did you make this, or did you inherit this? I gotta tell you, I can tell when someone put a lot of hard work into something, and you, my friend, have done something here. That's for sure.
Dell doesn't know how to take this. He's not sure if he's being. Dell's not sure if he's being condescending or if he's being genuine, and maybe he's just dumb or. Look, I'm gonna be honest. This is just a working vessel just to get off this rock, but I can't move it. I've been stuck here for some time. I've been stranded of a ways, but making my way out. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna get back to looking for what else I need to get on up out of here. So if you all both don't mind, I appreciate you helping me out, but.
And it's with that little space blobby friend most definitely notices the massive, say, eyemonger-shaped bite in his shoulder.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's right. I forgot you were here. Hello. Hi.
Honestly, the whole time, Space Blob has been just looking around, probably very amazed by this flaming bird thing, and looking around until they
Ember,
this...
don't get too close to that. I'm sorry. Are you poisonous? Are you carnivorous? Are you safe to touch?
I think so.
All right. Well, that's instilling plenty of confidence in me. Ember, maybe we don't get incredibly close, yes? Very good.
I do appreciate that, yes. The best way to do that is if you both get off my ship.
Oh, well, I'm very sorry.
Blood!
Yes, that's my blood. Yes, I'm bleeding. That's what happens when you get attacked. And they bite you.
Well, it sounds like it's a good thing that I flew by.
Help?
With?
Are you telling me I need help, or are you asking to help? I'm not sure.
Space Blob kind of protrudes a little arm out.
Be careful.
And makes to come closer to the big...
Oh, you don't. I'm not sure what is she doing. Oh, you really don't. No, you really don't.
Space Blob touches Dell. Doesn't know that its name is Dell, but...
The Space Blob and the Hippo.
Space Blob unaware.
A romance.
Hippo being touched. And uses Cure Wounds.
Watch out. Is it... are you poisoning him? Listen... I'd love to be your friend, but it really seems like...
I'm feeling funny.
And heals for 5 HP.
As a few of the bite marks start closing up, some of the deeper wounds a little less so. Some of them entirely good to go.
Oh.
I think Alabaster and probably Dell will look confused and look at the blob and go,
I do appreciate that. Thank you. You did not have to do that.
What are you?
Question I have myself.
Are you some sort of healer or?
What is your name?
Space Blob nods. The word has a nice ring to it. And says, "Healer."
Oh. Listen, every party
Healer.
needs a healer.
Healer.
Fascinating.
Yes, you were asking you if you are a healer.
You're a healer?
Healer.
Okay. What is your name?
Oh, okay. Listen, my friend, I think we're in a bit of circular dialogue here.
I feel like it's a little unclear what.
Healer.
You two have fun with this. I don't know how long this will last. I'm actually here on business, but I'm glad that I was able to help you while I was here.
I do appreciate you helping me, yes, but as you can see, I'm a little bit busy. I'm looking for a helm of sorts to get the ship off the ground, so if you don't mind, I would appreciate it if you got off my boat and be on your Be on your way.
Of course. Do you mind if I ask one favor before I go? I pull up my golden disc that I have, and I use the fire from my wings, and it like illuminates like almost like a map.
Yeah.
Right?
If you imagine it like a record with the pinprick hole in the middle, this one is filled with a lens kind of a device, and the soft amber glow of the fire from his wings protrudes up, creating a hologram that manifests. First being the edges of a map created, but it's a very vague, it's a very odd details. Imagine literally a pirate map if you had just like erased everything in the middle and left the cool decorative edges or like the surrounding area around the outside. But the two things you guys do see are, those of you who haven't seen this golden map before, is two locations. One of them, just a large decadent flower, looking brilliant, a spreckled flower with orange and blue spots. The other one that it immediately catches your eye because there seem to be a bunch of holographic scribbles around it is a temple? Question mark?
What?
It's,
hell is...
I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry. I'm going to have more, just going to give you more questions than answers at this point. But all of my searching has led me here. I believe that my my birth and death started in this place, and whatever this is, this temple, this formation here, it seems to be somewhere on this junk belt. So if you've been here for a while, I don't know if you've seen anything like this. Or you, friend, healer?
Can I have it?
No, you definitely cannot. You can play with Ember if you would like, though.
Okay.
I have. Okay, so you're showing me this, but so what is it? Can I look at this thing more closely and try to discern what it is, or like if I see anything that stands out that I recognize?
Yeah, most definitely. The first things that are immediately obvious, but you can also do a perception roll while I'm getting into basic stuff, is the holographic scribbles seem to be written in, is Astral Elvish, I think, or is it still just Elvish?
No, it'll still just be
It's just still just Elvish. Written in Elvish, as well as the other locations. It's weird. It's just a big black nothingness kind of in the middle of this map.
All right, well, funny enough, I do speak Elvish.
Ooh.
You might speak Elvish better than I do. I had to learn how to speak Elvish to understand this scribbling.
All right, and this is a perception check to see the stuff?
Investigation. Go ahead and give me an investigation.
All right, fantastic. That's going to be, that's going to be 14.
14. Okay. Well, all the language is definitely immediately available, and just the rest of the details of this map, you especially being more knowledgeable about this sector of space in general, can start recognizing some of the masses and different landmarks around the edge of this map. They're not just for decoration. Some of them are like nearby places. You see various Astral Alliance forts along the way. You see a couple trading posts, a couple of the major other asteroid civilizations nearby. You also see what looks like the marked out edge of the barrier of a plane. But the most interesting thing that catches your eye is indeed the language around the temple. And the language roughly is like scattered, broken text, quick thoughts all jaunted down. But most of them are saying things to the effect of, from here, revisit, one day return, comeuppance, and just other quick one-liners.
I had to decipher what some of this means. A lot of it's scribbled, a lot of it's illegible, a lot of it's I've taken it to experts and they'd said some of it might be Sylvan and not Elvish, but...
I do see some of their Elven influence of Sylvan. I don't speak Sylvan, but I think that, yeah. It looks like you got yourself a pretty detailed map. I recognize this over here, where I got some Astral Alliance ports in some areas, but unfortunately it looks like somebody is either removed or it's missing a bit.
Astral Alliance, you say? Does that have to do with Astral Elves?
Yes. It's not just elves. The Astral Alliance has it's a collection of many different societies, planes, planets, and races and sorts. It's do you really not know about The Astral Alliance?
I'm sorry, my friend. I don't know about quite a lot around here. I know I look like an elf, but again, I had to learn Elvish to understand this.
Well, the Astral Alliance has been around for a while. They're sort of a big government as anything else. They say they're all about unification and unity, but it's a bunch of crap.
I'm sorry. I believe.
You turn around and what you end up seeing is Ember is literally like poking and playing and tickling with different parts of Space Blob. Healer, sorry.
Does it look like Healer or Ember are hurting each other, with one being made of fire and one being made of Healer?
A little bit, but I don't think Healer cares very much. Healer's showing your Firebird a shiny rock.
Yes, that's a very nice rock, Healer. I'm sorry, is there not? I just assumed that there would be an astral elf planet or monarchy or civilization or something over here that I'd be able to find, but...
Yeah, I mean, specifically not under any centralized sort of government, such as the Astral Alliance, but there are planets where they are more populated than other parts of the verse.
I see.
But nowhere near here, definitely. You're far away from home if that's where you're from.
Yes, I believe I am. Between you and me, I believe that my home has been looking for me for quite some time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but I think I was chosen, or
Right.
was, for some reason, something that I did in the past life must have allowed me to be selected, or maybe I was just that virtuous in my past life that I believe I've been given, and my wings unfurl into this huge fiery expanse behind me.
Right.
Yes, I believe that I was given a second chance at life to do something because, I believe that some god was like, well, we need someone as holy as them to be alive again.
well,
and so
naturally, yeah.
I'm just hoping to find out what that purpose is.
Well,
so.
absolutely. Well, this is interesting. Everything you're telling me is very interesting. This map is interesting, but I don't see what it does.
Strange.
for me.
I assumed that it would all be here, that I would find it. But
What? This temple?
this
right
temple,
here?
yeah. So it seems that it was supposed to be here, somewhere near the junk belt.
Somewhere in the distance, a roll check is made.
While they're debating this, Healer's lost a little interest in talking to the bird. The bird doesn't seem as excited about their shiny rock as they were hoping. They approach and try to pluck the disc from whosever hands are currently holding them.
Are you making are you stealing my thing from me?
Temporarily, maybe. just to want to look at it.
Slide a hand check.
First
20 of the game!
Natural 20.
Of course. I have one cool thing and it's gone.
Okay, but also, you guys were probably like in a beat talking about things.
Yeah.
Like it was in one of your hands
I
because you were looking
definitely
at it,
gave
put
it to
down,
Del
look at it,
and-
like you were holding
Yeah.
it. It was there, and then the next time you lift it up to look at it, you're like, huh? Meanwhile, off to the side, Healer taking a look at new shiny. The projection's still slightly powered and illuminated by the fire. We're going to go with that it sort of stays a little bit charged from the fire behind it, like a temporary battery, but it's not, it won't last forever without fire illuminating it. You see, again, the various 3D-ish holographic projections coming out of the center of this disc.
I know where that is.
What? Hey!
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. What did you...
This?
Pointing to the temple? Question mark?
Oh, you do?
This?
Is that where you're from?
No.
Oh, where are you from?
Oh.
I think we're gonna have a lot in common, friend.
Dell's rubbing his eyes.
Perfect. I'm sorry. Sir, I'm glad I was able to help you. Where is this temple?
Floating that way.
Pointing only a few more crests down the ring of asteroids, You guys see a cluster of them, like a bit bigger, a bit smaller. Nothing immediately obvious, but it is definitely from the direction that one certain space blob came flying.
Amazing. Well, Citizen, I'm glad I was able to help you. Let me know if I can do anything else to protect you future in the day.
No,
may I have my map back, please?
Reluctantly, Healer very slowly hands it over before pulling it back. And then handing it over for good.
I think Ember's gonna sneak up and snatch it from you, and then the two of us, are just gonna say thank you, everyone, and fly out towards the floating temple. Is it?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
And the other two?
Healer just looks at Delda and goes, "What the heck?"
I wonder. Tell you what. There might be something at this temple that I could use to get us off this rock, maybe. Would you, care to join me on a little excursion following Flyboy over there?
Okay.
Cool. What was your... No, I'm not doing that again. And, Caddy, stay with the ship. Protect the ship. Don't let anyone near the ship. Anyone besides me comes to the ship. You know what to do. I imagine a slot opens along the pole, and there's a pair of tongs that come out, and they do the salute, and you hear them go click, click.
Cute. All right. As we make our way, a few seconds ahead, far overhead, Alabaster with Ember doing duck and rolls and having fun in flight. Just a couple big rocks ahead. You see them rotating, them shifting, as rocks tend to do in an asteroid belt. And you're looking hard in the vicinity that Healer pointed you, but it takes a bit before you finally see two of the rocks rolling over in just the right way. This temple stands exactly negative 60 feet tall. As you realize that the temple itself is not a pyramid, as one would think, but rather inverted into the cavern of this big hunk of earth. Layers down. Imagine like a more South American temple, sort of a blocky structure. If you took one of those and stamped it into Play-Doh, that shape is embedded down into the rock.
Oh.
As you get closer and closer, you see more and more of the city structure built around it. The entrances and exits that would have made sense if there was any other land attached to this massive rock. The remnants of society, of memories, of runes and archaeology line the walls.
I think Ember and I, on our way there, just knowing that we have like people watching us, fully just like double helix through the sky, making as much of a show of it as possible with our two different like fire vapor trails going behind us.
Do we see this?
Oh, 100%. My question is, do you write anything?
Probably not.
Sky Vapor Trail? Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, you
Not
two.
unless
Just
I can
aim my
cast the
gun a
Skyray
little
spell.
bit.
Duck season. Wabbit fever. All right.
No. It's fine. He helped you. It's fine.
All
I
right.
look over just to make sure Healer wasn't watching.
Healer was.
As you guys make your way, it definitely takes you guys a bit longer to traverse, as you guys are having to do a whole excursion of hopping from asteroid to asteroid. Oh. Luckily, I believe something Healer is quite adept at these days.
Oh, well, if that's
Healer's an expert.
all right, well, that's the case. I'll cast Jump on myself
Oh, perfect. Great.
and see if I can speed up the process a bit. It triples my jump distance, I believe. Let me just double check that. Yep, triples my jump distance.
Great.
All right, Ember, what do we have here?
The last one sounded like a penguin, I know.
You sound different today, Ember, and I'm not quite sure why, but it's fine.
Oh, sorry. There was something in my throat this
There
whole
we go,
time.
that's what I'm used to.
Master, yes, sorry. Got a bit of astral dust in my
I
veins.
already promised Austyn I'd make a canon that I don't make his bird speak. All right.
That's true, you did promise me that.
Alabaster.
I said, Sam, I need a couple of things. One, I need to be hot. Two, I need you not to let my bird speak, okay?
Yep. And you got a flaming bird, so I think we've covered all ends of that bargain.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. You want to enter the temple?
Yeah, probably. Well, okay, there's nothing that's like inside anything, right? Because it's sort of just
There's passageways and landings.
Okay.
It is literally, you could like walk around any of those stony levels. They're built as pathways.
I really think I sort of want to just like do a temporary fly around as much of it as possible before I have to go in anywhere. Just doing like a looking for anything that shows any trace that this used to be an astral elvish society that I might have been part of before.
Oh, maybe, just maybe.
Yeah.
Great. Go ahead and give me a investigation with advantage.
Oh, thank God. That's crazy, guys. Nat 1 and a nat 20. So that is a 19.
Nat 20. 19. Cool.
I'm not the smartest person, but I got charisma out the wazoo. Okay.
But at least in this moment, you are, as you see and recognize and feel something in the pit of your little stomach as the familiarity of this place sort of washes over you. The elven architecture is most definitely reminiscent of things you remember, seeing the almost swooping nature of the braces in between doors and the archways.
Oh, Ember, I think we might be getting hot.
The other thing you notice, though, is this room is weird. Weird for a temple, weird for a general society, because the closer you look and the lower you fly, taking a more hardened look at the details, you notice what almost appears to be circuitry running throughout the edges of the building. Also, as you get lower, you see a bunch of hallways that initially look like they would go off into other locations, but as you get lower, your vantage point eases out and you're able to see that they're little alcoves rather than all. Some of them still are hallways, but some of them are little alcoves that look like they have rotten, falling apart chairs destroyed by time inside.
Yeah, I'll fly up to one of those chairs.
The first thing taking a look at it that you notice is it's almost floating, or it's very weakly floating, the almost like jagged crystalline base of this chair, but the one in front of you almost just mossed over, falling apart, the metal's rusted away, it's barely anything right now.
I'll slowly go up to it, look for traps, and if I don't see any, I'll go and look at this chair that has moss growing out of it.
Up close, the Indiana Jones-sized axes start swinging and you're dead. No.
Oh,
All right.
no! I knew it!
Thanks for coming, everybody. End of episode 1. So, the closer you get, you are a magic wielder. You're able to feel the absolutely weak arcane energy coming off of this thing. Barely any power left. This chair that's just falling apart. One of dozens that you see around the entire inside of the temple. Yes, I'd be worried about sitting in it, honestly.
Oh, then I'm definitely not sitting in it.
Oh,
Ember, do you want to go
Sit in it?
sit in that for me and see if anything's fine? I'm kidding. I'll do it. Fine. Don't give me attitude, Ember. No. You know that I can't understand you.
Power of the universe goes into the bird.
I am no longer your familiar.
Ember becomes the chosen one.
I got the tickle out of my throat.
No, you said he wouldn't speak. Down. All right, fine. I'll sit in the chair. I'll sit in the chair. I'll sit in the chair.
Okay. You sit in the chair and it immediately completely crumbles underneath you. Breaking into pieces. This chair, fragile as hell, like someone was just describing for the last 3 minutes, was definitely not fit for buttocks.
Are you fat shaming him?
No, he's a slim elf. He's a slim elf. Sorry. This was for 200+ pound people.
Okay. I think it sort of gives me flashbacks to when I first was awakened or woke up, surrounded by like cinders and ash and
Broken
all of this weird.
chairs.
Yeah, broken. Well,
Just broken chair.
just burnt stuff everywhere. I'm like, there's another broken chair. I think I'm going. What the hell?
As you finish this, though, over the crest of the edge of this large cavernous void, there's a as right at the top edge of the temple, healer lands, shortly followed by a hoof and a thump of a large hippodel.
You doing okay?
Is pretty good at falling and just kind of puddles and then rematerializes.
Nice.
That is disturbingly impressive.
You guys look down and into the vast inverse pyramid, as it were. You guys see the ornate details. You guys see the falling apart stone, metal, and wood and moss and just ruins of what once was a civilization here. You also see an alabaster sitting on his ass in a corner.
I think that Alabaster very much tries to look as cool as possible all the time. So, being like that prank when somebody pulls a chair out from under you and he's like sitting on his ass covered in broken, burnt chair and moss. It's like, oh, don't mind me. This was absolutely all on purpose.
Hey, my boy.
This gives me flashbacks, I tell you. I can tell you the last time that I was completely covered in broken chairs. Anyways, what seems to be just, we need help? I can help you with something?
Oh, no. We were just going to check on you, make sure everything was okay.
Oh, well, clearly.
Clearly.
I am fine. I do not need any assistance, as you can all tell.
Can I take a look around?
Absolutely. Give me an investigation check.
And then investigation, fantastic. Great, that's going to be a 22.
Oh, hot dang. First thing you
Crit and
clock.
I got less, dude.
First thing you clock, especially with the way your brain is wired, is the way this building is wired. You see the the literal arcane veins of circuitry running across this inverse temple and where they go.
I'll be damned. Is this? Am I guessing what this is? Do I understand what this is?
I think you understand what it is.
We are
Dell understands what this is. Do you understand what this is?
Remnants of a ship, I'm guessing.
It is indeed.
We are in the remnants of an old ship, my friends. And there's veins of circuitry and magic running through this place.
That most definitely look like they all run into a spelljamming helm.
I'm gonna follow those veins.
As you're passing the veins, you go through one alcove and find one completely smoldering, weak spelljamming helm. You go through another one and see another different, but still a spelljamming helm, as all the wires seem to be connected up between them.
Healer runs in and calls, "Dibs!"
No. This is my heritage. This is my birthright. I'm sorry. If anyone has dibs, I pull out my golden record. It's definitely me.
You're sitting on dirt.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to look again and try and find any sort of remnants of...
Absolutely. Going off of your crit from before, this temple, you're very quickly figuring out like the back of your hand. Your eye is naturally getting drawn down towards the bottom, down towards the center, where down in the very bottom, what would be the top level of a pyramid, the bottom level of this inverse pyramid, you see a far more innate, somewhat more held together. The walls all the way around that bottom level almost look far more like just completely solid metal, completely solid, just stronger material that's withstanding the test of time. And sitting in the middle of it, there's something with a soft glow.
Oh, I will go fly towards it, pick it up, brush the ashes off of it.
In your hands, it takes a second to completely get the dust and grime and dirt off. You see a crown. A crown of brilliantly carved platinum and gold, each accenting the other to make a flame effect around it. The crown itself is weak in your hand. It's definitely old. You're picking up an artifact here. But as you see it, and as the natural points on the top of this crown draw your eye upwards, you notice the metallic surroundings around you. You notice and lock eyes with a picture of yourself. Carved, old hammer style into metal, the silhouette of yourself in brilliant robes, this crown, and a noble cane in your hand.
Well, this can't be right.
Are we there, or is he like far down and we're just up here doing something else?
You guys are up here, but do you hop down to join him?
Oh, I think I'll just glance down. I'm just like, Flyboy, how you doing? You doing good?
I don't,
What'd you find?
well, not what I was expecting, that's for sure. I believed I was going to find my people, more answers, finally, and I believe I just have more questions.
What?
Well, so I woke up in astral space, surrounded by burnt, destroyed ashes of something, and was trying to find my way back home, and I'm worried that I just found it In fact, I'm certain that I just found it. There's a picture of me hewn into the metal here. But I was thinking that I was going to have a rousing welcome, a hero's victorious, triumphant, and there's nobody here.
Can I look around and try to discern how old or how long this ruin has been here?
Absolutely. Actually, you and Healer both give me perception checks.
Ooh, not good at those. Oh, but that's a 20.
Nope, that's a 7.
Healer, as this is going on, where's your attention at?
Maybe between Dell talking to Alabaster from above, Healer's gonna kind of like roll down each lip into the center.
Splat. Splat. Nice. As you're rolling your way down, you're also, fair to say, your sticky body is taking some good old stuff with you. Vines and gravel and rocks. No. What the frick do you two have in your heads?
I hate just like it's just the image of like like those like slime balls, but like the more you use them, stuff gets like on the outside, and it just like that drove me nuts.
Yeah,
you know
when you have them and you can throw them against the ceiling and they stick, and then they fall like an hour later, and then the more that you play with it, it doesn't stick anymore because it's just covered in dust.
The sticky hands, like you whip them. That's that would drive me nuts, and just like the texture just
by the bottom. Healer looks like in a full, the guerrilla warfare, like
just a ghillie suit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, great! The gravel, the moss, the vines, the just aching plants, just all attached to your butt, whatever the equivalent of a butt is.
All of the above.
All of the above.
I think I turn to you and go,
Healer.
Who are you?
Healer.
Healer!
What happened to you?
Okay. The two things that end up happening simultaneously here is Healer's descent and splat and blobbing and taking everything down with it means that Healer also ripped some vines off of the wall off to the left, which as Alabaster is facing Healer and talking to Healer, your eyes get caught as you glance upwards and see a new portrait revealed, a new what looks like a momentous historic documentation of the society that lived here.
You're welcome.
Taking that in, as your eyes go wide, you realize, looking around, that everything is wired together. Everything
Me being Dell.
Yes, you being Dell. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Wow, pointing on a podcast is great. So, Dell realizing as things are clicking together, all the circuitry, the connectivity, the arcane, almost web between what looks like a bunch of spell jamming alcoves, you realize that they're all hooked down to the very center, to the very middle, to where there probably once was a prime or main spell jamming helm. And it is that point when you realize that when that many spell jamming helms are hooked together, there's only one thing that means, specifically having to do with size, specifically having to do with the size of this ship. Because the piece of art you reveal hanging on the wall is a massive portrait of your home planet, of your spell jamming ship, the whole damn planet.
Oh, I had a Death Star.
Kinda.
Oh.
But you don't have much time to ponder it as through the floor.
What?
The rock just underneath your feet. All of you get thrown to the side, get thrown prone up against the walls of the inside of this temple as bursting from below after blinking and clearing it from its rubbly face as he goes, all of you killed my brother!
Oh, no!
What? What is this? This is an eyemonger.
It's an eyemonger!
Oh, I swear to God. I'm gonna need you to hold on one goddamn minute, alright? Here's the thing, mate. I don't give a shit about your brother right now. I have been on a voyage around the galaxy trying to find my brother and sister and father and everyone that I thought would care about me, and they're all dead, apparently, and... I'm sorry, hang on. When you say this whole planet, do you mean the asteroid that we're on?
You said brother! And he goes to attack.
Okay, hang on. I have so many questions. Do you mean the asteroid that we're on was our planet? Was a ship?
No, it was a whole planet. This is only a piece of it left.
So where did it go?
Alright, now we can fight.
players are Lindsay Bates as Healer, Tyler C. Jiles as Dell, and Austyn Myers as Alabaster. Our Dungeon Master and lead writer is Sam Bedford, and our exceptional production team is made up of Cody Bray as director and Jay Jolley as producer. For the rest of the credits, please check out the description, and we extend a massive thank you to everyone who helped make this podcast possible. This has been a Typical Tower Gaming production, and for myself and the whole team, thank you.
You're a gesticulate guy with a head moving. That
Very
head.
focused. We love to see it.
Why are you talking about my gesticles?